That's where we're heading. Norte Shopping. It says 2.8 kilometers. So that's about 2 miles there, 2.8 kilometers. So roughly that'll take me on foot around 30 minutes to get to the mall shopping here in Brazil. Malls are called shopping. And we must be careful here walking along this highway / interstate for the semis. Look at this semi pulling a double. That would be the end of a man in this realm, to get hit by a semi pulling a double trailer. So I guess I'll just talk about life here in Blumenau. Blumenau is a city located in the state of Santa Catarina in the southern region of Brazil. It was a city founded by the German colonists. It's a fantastic city. I have a week Airbnb here. I have 2 nights remaining. And then I'm off to the capital of the state, Santa Catarina. No, sorry, Florianopolis. So you got to be careful here. This is the shoulder, but a guy was driving on the shoulder. And for me, this is normal, just walking along the highway at night. This is beautiful. I didn't walk during the day. The sun is quite strong. And I'm pretty sure the ozone layer, I was told, the ozone layer is weaker in the southern hemisphere. I knew that was the case near Australia, but a Brazilian woman told me that's the case here in Brazil too. So I'm nocturnal. I have to wait till the sun goes down. And that's what I did today. So we're just gonna walk to Norte Shopping. We're gonna check out a supermarket, maybe the cinema. But again, Blumenau, Santa Catarina is a beautiful city. I'm thankful for my week Airbnb stay. It allows me to refresh, to recuperate. I haven't had a week Airbnb stay since Santiago, Chile. And I was a big fan of Santiago, Chile. And Chile in general. It was my first time in Chile this year, 2026. And it takes a while to adjust. Sometimes when you're in a new setting or a new country, it takes a few days to adjust, or it could take up to a week to adjust. But you know, I was so accustomed to my home base, Ecuador, and Arequipa at first. I was missing Ecuador. Ecuador is fantastic in many ways, but I got used to Arequipa after a few days. I very much so enjoy Arequipa, Peru. And then after Arequipa, Peru, we headed south to Chile. And first impressions were great of Chile, and then mixed reactions. And then same with Santiago. At first, mixed reactions, but I really enjoyed the city. And overall, I like Chile, and I think Chile has a great future ahead of itself. Chile would be the only country in South America that I would work and live in full time. If I had to work in a South American country, I would only work in Chile. Here we have the police. I'm guessing that's the highway police, perhaps. Or in the US, we call them highway troopers. Or CHP, California Highway Patrol. No blinker here in this car. Ooh, we have 2 options. I gotta look at the map to see if I can walk that way. Forget it. We'll continue walking. We'll take the more dangerous route and walk along the highway. But anyway, so Blumenau is a great city, and I guess I'll talk a little bit about Brazil. I'm not a fan of the Portuguese language, but of course I have to speak it here. But you can get by with Spanish if you speak slowly in Spanish, and if you know the 80% of words that are similar. They have about 80% of vocabulary is similar, or has the same history. It's derived from Latin. So, anyways, here in Brazil, sorry, I was doing something. Here in Brazil, I very much like Brazil. Of all the South American countries, Brazil offers, I think, the best food. If someone really wants to eat, Brazil is great. And you can eat healthy of all the fruits, and Brazil is affordable, especially after coming from Uruguay and Argentina. Brazil is more affordable than the last 3 countries I was in: Uruguay, Argentina, Chile. And it's on par with Peru, but I think Brazil is cheaper. No, it depends. Brazil offers more selection. Peru might be cheaper, but Brazil's fantastic in terms of wanting to eat. You know, you have acai, you have all the fruits you want. You have the buffets. They offer buffets where you just pay by the weight of your plate. They have great meats. They have so many different foods I've never had. So I really enjoy that about Brazil. I wish, of course, it doesn't matter what I wish for. I wish Brazil spoke Spanish. I think that would help Mercosur, the European Union of Southern South America.